Can you guys hear the candle crackling? It's so loud. I love it, but like, can you hear that? What's up, everyone? My name is Jessica. If you are new here, you guys, we're doing something I've never done before. And I have some feelings about it, but I'm really excited. So today, I let AI pick the video that we were gonna do today, and it's a video I've never done before. So a quick little disclaimer, I feel weird about AI. I know I'm not alone, like it's a thing, right? That we're all talking about, it's all over the news, that, AI can be really wonderful for some things, and it can also be like kind of freaky a little, in other ways. So just kind of wanted to make that disclaimer that I don't know how I feel about all of it. And so, I didn't want to put this video out and be like, AI is wonderful, because obviously there are some huge drawbacks and anyway. So we're not going to go deep into that right now. I used it in a very surface level, simple way, and I wanted to share it with you because it was kind of cool, and it also gave me a really cool idea for a video. So let's dive in. So let's start at the very beginning. I created a ChatGPT account, which is kind of like the most popular AI type software out there. It's free. So I did that. It took forever to go through, like, you had to answer these questions about, like, you had to rearrange something in a puzzle, but it was like 10 times to make sure that you were a human and not a robot, which is funny because then you'd be talking to a robot. Anyway, it gets weirder. So I am laughing at myself because I started to film this intro and I realized something that I did with this ChatGPT that was ridiculous. And so I can't wait to share it with you. So I finally got through all of the tests to make sure that I was a human. Hardest test I've ever taken. I did fail it twice, which is ridiculous. Anyway, basically you can ask it whatever you want, right? And I know a lot of you guys already know this, but I could say, write a 7th grade report on the Revolutionary War. I don't know, it's a weird thing, but you know what I mean? And it would, which again, from someone that used to be a teacher, is terrifying, but that's the level, like, it can do that in seconds. So what I said was, hi there. That was my realization. I was like, why did I say hi? Like, totally unnecessary, not talking to a person, but it's the Midwestern gal in me. I can't not be cordial. So anyway, hi there. I have a YouTube channel called It's Jessica Braun. What should my next video be about? So that's all the info I got. So in my mind, it scanned over to YouTube, scanned the videos I do, and literally within seconds, shared a bunch of video ideas. So I'll pop on the screen a screen recording of what it shared with me. So makeup tutorial, product review, skincare routine, get ready with me, Q&A session. These are all things I already do. So it definitely went over to my YouTube channel, saw what I did, and spit that back at me. It was kind of cool that it was able to share a description of what those were. That fascinated me. But at the very end, remember, it's important to stay true to your style and passion. Choose a topic that excites you and aligns with the interests of your audience. Good luck with your next video. Love you. Bye. Anyway, that just made me laugh. Thanks, AI. So I wasn't quite satisfied because the whole idea of, I was so excited when I had the idea for this AI style video. I wanted something fresh, something I hadn't done. So I tried again. So again, I said, hi there. Told him my channel again, and I said, I'm bored with my usual makeup video ideas. I want to make a video I've never made before. What should I make? And this is where it came through. So I'll show you again what came through. Time-lapse makeup transformation, celebrity makeup transformation, blindfolded makeup challenge, makeup disaster fixes, high-end versus drugstore dupes, which I literally just did a drugstore dupes. If you want to see that video, shameless plug. It's some of my best. I'll link that video below. But the one I zoomed in on was makeup roulette. Now this is a video I feel like I've seen different iterations of in the past. I don't know that I've ever done it. But the way it said to do it was create a fun challenge where you spin a wheel or use an app to randomly select makeup products, colors, or techniques that you have to incorporate into a makeup look. It will add an element of surprise and spontaneity to your video. So I'm gonna do this one way. I think I might do it another way in a month or two. But today, what I did, and side note, that was pretty cool, right? Like, it's incredible. So if you were a content creator and you need ideas, might be worth. I saw someone else do something similar where they were talking about doing it. I want to say it was Kelly Gooch. I might be wrong. If it was, I'll link her channel either way because I like her. But I want to say it was her that mentioned doing this. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. But what I did was I found this app called Spin, like a spin the wheel random picker, right? And so what I did was I sat in front of my makeup collection and I went category by category and I basically shopped my stash for products, for example, bronzers. Picked out like 5 or 6 bronzers I feel like I haven't used in a while. And then I picked out one new one that I've never used and I put all of those into the wheel. So for example, this is my bronzer wheel. So you can see the different brands and then I have new one on there. And when we get to that category, as we get ready together, we're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna see what we land on. I have a whole slew of products here and a lot of new ones too. So we'll see what we end up trying. I think this is gonna be so fun. So we're gonna get ready together, makeup roulette style. Thanks, ChatGPT. Love you. The one downside about this app, it's just, you know, a random one and there are so many ads. Oh my gosh, and it's kind of ads where the X is inconvenient, like you can't click it, so you have to totally exit out of the app and then re-enter. Oh, there's nothing that drives me more nuts. All right, so I did pretty much every category except for like liner, mascara, brow, just because those were ones that I was like, it became too much, so I wanted to hone in and do the more exciting categories. So let's start at the very beginning. All right, so first up, SPF, let us spin. Ooh, tricked me. Naturium is the winner. This is so cool. So that is this SPF right here. It's their Dew Glow Moisturizer SPF 50. I've been so focused on like the schematics of this video, the logistics I should say, and pulling the products and making those little wheel things and all that, that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm actually like gonna do my makeup today. So this is cool because it says it's dewy. I feel like it doesn't really have like a glow. I'll show you. I mean, you're obviously gonna see what my skin looks like with it, but I do think it looks really healthy. It's like a little bit dewy, but I don't know. Also, the stoppers like, there we go. I do like this though. I took it on our recent like beach vacation. Well, it was like a few months ago and it was so great. It definitely, oh, actually it doesn't smell that bad. I feel like it has a slight sunscreen smell, but it really isn't anything crazy. But it definitely makes your skin look so moisturized, and that's why I really like it. Naturium is a skincare brand, so I feel like, I don't know, my mother-in-law, she's here helping with the girls right now, and she and I were talking about how we both like buying or like using an SPF that's specifically for the face and not just using our body SPF on our face. And there are some brands I would trust to do that, but I don't know, like I can't imagine grabbing like a copper tone body SPF and putting it on my face. And I'm sure a lot of you guys watching do. And it's not a judgment. It's just a personal thing. I always worry that it'll break me out. And that might not even be true, but it's just my own thing. Okay. But you can get this brand at Target and I want to say maybe 1 or 2 other places, but I really like it. It's a lovely SPF. And I feel, like I said, it doesn't add actual shimmer or glow. So anywho, there you go. Why is this so weirdly fun? So I challenge you, if you are watching this and you're like, that looks like a lot of fun, find a spinning app, maybe you've got a big old makeup collection, you want to just switch it up. You know what else this would be good for? If you can't decide what meal to make or like a dinner recipe or lunch, create a wheel with ideas and spin it. Especially if you have a family that's like indecisive or like restaurants to try. Oh my gosh. Why have I never thought? I even used this kind of thing when I was a teacher. I don't know why I never thought to. Okay, let's spin the wheel for foundation. Ooh, the one I was like, ooh, I don't know. Oh my gosh. So this foundation, a lot of people really, really like it. It's new from Revlon. It's their Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation. Here's my issue. The shade is so very wrong for me. So I want to try this legitimately. I still need to get a better shade, but I'm gonna mix this with something deeper so I know like formula-wise it won't be perfect. I don't care. I wanna make it work, but I really do. If you have a shade match recommendation for me, like if we typically match and you use this and you have a good one, let me know below in a comment. I have the shade 109 and it's just not right. I also have like fading self-tanner on, so it's just a weird time. Hold on. So I'm gonna mix it with this Herborian BB cream. It's like a darker shade for me. And this is like a travel size. I can't even see this shade. Yeah, I don't know the shade, but I actually do need to know because I want to buy this again in the full size because it's been a great mixer because it doesn't seem to mess too much with the formula of things, which has been cool. But yeah, a lot of people really like this new Revlon product, especially people that have somewhat of like aging skin. I mean, in theory, we all do. but you know what I mean? They really like the formula, so that's why I'm tempted. No, I'm convinced I'm gonna try this again. Ooh, that looks like a pretty good shade match just with a little bit of that. She's using my Amazon sponge. I'll link below. This is the Paw Paw sponge where you get like a 6-pack. I like this one, and there's another kind I like as well, but this is, I have a whole pack I'm getting through. I feel like it definitely lets your skin still look like, oh my gosh, that's looking really pretty. Dang, I like nailed that shade match mixing it. I should be like I was gonna say a chemist. That has nothing to do with it. Also, while I'm filming this, it's like a super dark, weird, gloomy day. And so I feel like the lighting in the video looks okay, but like in this room, it looks wildly dark. It's real eerie, honestly. But yeah, okay. I may need to go into a CVS or Walgreens and actually look at the shades because the formula is looking really nice. And obviously it's not gonna be exact since I mixed it, but I'm starting to see why people like it. But don't you feel like if you have a foundation that you're like, I don't like it, really look at your shade match, because for me, if something is lighter than my skin tone, I almost always hate it because I feel like it just looks weird. Like it's obvious because it's not the right color. And so then your regular skin tone beneath it is like shining through, and it just never looks good. And so I always wonder, like, if I had a perfect shade match in everything I tried, it would really even the playing field for like what I like. So, I mean, obviously that's an uphill battle because shade matching foundations, man, is so weirdly hard. And I do feel like there are pretty good matrices online and ways that you know, shade matching tools, but they're not always right? You know, but so I use them and I'll look at them, and then half the time I'm like, that's not at all my shade match, you know? Okay, so very exciting. By the way, this is supposed to have 5% squalane and hyaluronic acid, so it's definitely moisturizing. You can still see a little bit of my like frecklage and redness shining through, but I feel like it looks healthy. We're gonna need some powder though. Look at that forehead. Look at that forehead. This is so much fun. I'm realizing I didn't share what the other options were. Really just out of time constraints. Like I felt like it would take forever. Because obviously you can see like the names, but I didn't get super specific. I don't know. I mean, a lot of you guys already know what's in my collection because you watch a lot of my videos. You get to see a lot of my collection in my like decluttering series. But yeah, it would just take too long if I tried to share what every option was for all of these categories. Okay, foundation is up next. No, just did foundation, Jess. What is up next? Oh, concealer. I didn't do a category for concealer. I'm just using my Old Faithful Catrice True Skin. It's like $9 on Amazon. It is the best concealer. I have tried so many high-end ones. It just takes the cake. I am really liking the new Natasha Denona one. I have to say that one's competing. But for the price, this is unbelievable. I just bought a new one. This is a nice fresh tube from Amazon. I can link it below. If you do use any of my links, I make a commission. I know a lot of you guys already know that, but it does support my channel. So thank you. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use the links that I've created. I get a kickback from, you know, Amazon or wherever, Sephora, Ulta, wherever you buy it from. So it doesn't cost you anything extra to support my channel. Gosh, it's just so pretty. And this brush, if you're curious, is the Sephora Pro Contour 79. It's one of my favorite concealer brushes, even though it's for contour, which, yeah, anyway. And my shade in that, for those curious, is number 10, Cool Cashmere, and it is perfect. And I'm gonna throw in brows. It's the Flawless Creamy Brow Wax. Sometimes I forget, and some of you guys are gonna feel me on this. For a while, I love this product, but there was like, see, there's even another one. Oh no, that was actual product. There was like this big long bit of the actual like wand that was coming off, so I would always have to wipe it off because it would get product on it and then it would get all over the place. And I had the realization the other day that I was like, Jessica, take your eyebrow scissors and cut it off, you idiot. Duh. Took me 3 seconds, and it has solved a problem that's been driving me nuts for like a month and a half. And it was free. That was a free thing to do. Anyway, so don't forget, like if you have a weird thing on your mascara wand, cut it off. For the 3 of you that needed to hear that, you're welcome. I feel like we just all get those like mental blocks where you don't, I don't know, eyeshadow. So let us spin that wheel. I'm nervous about this one. Oh, I'm nervous about that one. Okay. Now, you guys may giggle that you're hearing me, a makeup lover, say I'm nervous about which palette, but here's the thing. I have not used eyeshadow palettes in like 100 years. I've been going eyeshadowless or just like a very like one shadow forever. It seems like it's been like 2 years. I don't know what it is. And I feel like there's kind of a trend right now towards not using a lot of eyeshadow for some people and not everyone. And so my eye palette drawer has gone pretty much untouched. I'll pull 1 or 2 out, but usually it's just for like a single shade in there that I like to just put all over the lid. So we landed on the Anastasia Nouveau palette. And this is beautiful. I just use my typical few shades and not much else. So you know what we're gonna do today? We are gonna use this beautiful like green because I feel like there's like the little bit of green in here. Let's put that all over the lid because this is a really pretty palette. I just don't reach for it a lot. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. I don't know. Anyone else? Do you all still wear eyeshadow? I know in like a year or two, the trend's gonna go back the other way. That's just the way of things, but I just have not. And I think part of it is like, I have 2 very young kids. Like there's a time component. The shadow formula for Anastasia is insane. Like it's just absolutely insane. It is so, so pigmented. Their shimmers are gorgeous. I'm gonna use this shade here just to kind of blend into the crease. I don't know. Oh yeah, that looks nice together. The like light brown with that. And I'll probably tap more of the green back on the lid because it's rubbing some of it away, but I just want it to kind of look a little more cohesive. Are you enjoying this video? Do you want to see more videos like this? This is so much fun. I could definitely see myself doing a makeup techniques version of this. And I don't even know exactly what that would look like. It would take some prep, but I think that could be really fun, especially since I'm someone that like, I get into my comfort zone and that shall be that. Like I don't, so I'm going to put a little bit more of this back on and I think we just leave it alone. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. This is the shade called Wings. And I mean, like, wow. I feel like this is a color that's got to be kind of hard to formulate and actually get it to be pigmented like that. So it's so cool. So liner is another one that liner and mascara I felt like was kind of boring. So I'm just going to do my own thing here. And I'll link below what liner and mascara I use. All right, just had a little break to, well, Miss Felicity just got up from her nap. Okay, where were we? So eyeshadow is done. I did liner and mascara, like I said, I'll link below. Next up would be bronzer. All right, spin that wheel. Okay, so we're gonna do the Charlotte Tilbury Cream bronzer. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I feel like I've not loved this every time I've used it, and it's one that just sits in my collection because I don't feel confident enough in my feelings towards it to get rid of it. Whew, that is dark. It's just like kind of a cream to powder almost finish, which can be great or terrible, just depending on the formula. So this definitely had felt a little dry, so I'm almost like wanting to like warm up the entire pan. If that makes sense. So I'm gonna use the brush I always use for cream bronzer, the Hailey's Beauty one you can get on Amazon. Not very expensive, definitely my favorite. And we're just gonna try it. Oh my gosh, it's just, compared to other, oh my gosh, you guys. Compared to other ones I already have and love, it's just a little bit more work. I think this is the lightest shade. No, it's medium. Okay. So now I'm curious to try the lighter shade because I feel like that still blended in okay. I mean, dang, it definitely added a glow, but it's just too much. Like for my liking, typically it's just a little much. So I'll try to go a little lighter handed this time. I mean, I guess, I was just talking about in a recent video that I don't often buy proper foundation shades for when I self-tan. So I usually will use bronzer to make things evened out with like the rest of my skin. And you know what? I have to say this might be my go-to bronzer for that because it did blend in pretty easily with the right brush. I think part of why I haven't liked it in the past is I don't even know what brush I was using, but it did not work well. Like I think a traditional stipple brush, this wouldn't be great. I think it'd end up being patchy. But looking at it here, I feel like it actually doesn't look terrible and it definitely will make you look glowier if you get a darker shade. So I don't know that I love this formula enough to like go and seek out the lighter shade, but I think I will keep this around just, like I said, for when I'm trying to actually truly bronze up my face, especially when I have a full-on fresh self-tan on. I act like I self-tan all the time. It's only on my mind because now that it's summer, I am doing it a little bit more, but anyway, yeah. So not best form I've ever used, but I do think it can look nice. It's just so expensive for what it is. Honestly, if you want a better cream bronzer at a way better price, the Revolution cream bronzer is a favorite of mine, and it is like $10, maybe less. And this is, I'm sure, like $50 or something crazy. All right, next up would be blush. Boom, baby. Okay, MAC. So the blush I pulled from MAC was yet another one that I haven't used, I mean, in a while. There's honestly, y'all, I love blush so much. My drawer is full. But there are so many blushes I haven't used in so long that are so old. That might need to be next on the chopping block for my declutter series. Anyway, okay. I grabbed MAC Warm Soul. This is a mineralized blush, so it's kind of got that like shimmery look to it. The thing that I like about it is that it's really close to my skin tone, so I feel like I can kind of go ham with it, and it just always looks good. You know what I mean. So, I don't know how obvious it's gonna be with such a bronzer. That does look nice. This was one that, like, the original shade of this people were obsessed with like 9 years ago. And then they like reformulated it and changed it a bit, and it's apparently not the same. I don't know that I'd ever tried the old one, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but I do think it's pretty. I love a slightly shimmery blush like this because then I feel like I don't really need any highlighter. Okay, we're looking, it's a lot though. We need to do some blending. Hold on, let's bring in our trusty sponge. Kind of liking it though. It's giving me like going out on a beach vacation in the evening vibes, which I don't always do, so that's kind of fun. Ooh, girl. Highlight is next. I feel like this video is going by so quickly compared to some of my other videos. All right, let's do it. Oh, the Becca highlighter. Okay. So you can still get this, and I'm actually going to double check because Becca as a brand does not exist, but Smashbox, I think, like, bought some of their formulas or something. I don't understand the exact logistics of it all. But, so they still sell a few of the, like, best-selling Becca products under Smashbox. So, yeah. So you can still get it on Sephora and Ulta. So this is the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. This was actually a slightly recent repurchase because it had been so many years since I'd used it, and this was one that was like so popular for so long. I guess I could wipe off that bronzer swatch. You know, I was talking about eyeshadow earlier and how I feel like I don't always have the time to apply it. I often go without it. Highlighter is definitely another one that I lately have I just have not used highlighter much. I think a lot of people have it. A lot of times the blush I'm already using, or I'm using creams, and so I already feel like I've got enough glow going on that I just don't feel that I need it. But I do like a good highlighter pop now and then, so we're gonna do it. I'm gonna use this Rare Beauty blush. It's kind of like an oversized eyeshadow brush, honestly. And I know, yeah, a little bit definitely goes a long way with this. I'm nervous because I already have quite a glow going on. Yeah, it's glowy. It's so fun though. I feel like there's so many things like this in my collection that I can't get rid of because I really like them, but then I don't often use. So it's been really fun kind of shopping my stash in this way, but then having like multiple choices and having someone else pick it for me. That looks really nice. Ooh. All right. Next category is lip. Alrighty. Last one. What will it be? Rare Beauty. Okay. So, this is one that I actually don't even know. This is the shade Humble. So this is the Rare Beauty matte lipstick in Humble. It's actually color-wise, I think should be perfect for today. Kind of a neutrally pink. I just feel like this is one of those formulas I'm like, I think I like it, but every time I see it in my drawer, I don't ever grab for it. So this is a perfect time to test it and decide if I want to keep it or not. So let me get my lip balm off there. We're gonna go without lip liner and just see what happens. So the shade looks really pretty. Wow, okay, this is like almost my exact lip color. Holy moly, this is truly, I don't know that I've ever tried a lip color that was this close to my own lip color. But it looks nice, like it was, I kind of like it because, you know, your natural lips, I mean, most of our lips are kind of jagged and the edges aren't even. So even without lip liner, it just kind of cleaned everything up and I look a little more put together. And I feel like it just brings out my natural lip color because I like my natural lip color. Like I don't mind. It's got a little bit of pigment to it. That's awesome. So formula-wise, it's very comfy. I don't think it accentuates the lines of my lips. Like I just have lined lips, so you know, most of the time you're gonna see them. But some matte lip colors can really accentuate it. I don't think this accentuates it wildly at all, but it just looks nice. So, okay, I might go ahead and move this to my purse and use this the next few weeks because this is a perfect like day-to-day lipstick, and formula-wise it's really comfy, and I didn't need a lip liner with it, which is great. I can't believe in all of those categories, not once did we land on trying a new one, because I did pull some new products to try. If you are curious, the new ones I was gonna try. Let's see, the new options would have been the Bliss Block Star. This is not a new product, but I don't think I've tried it. And then for foundation, the new one was going to be the L'Oreal Age Perfect Tinted Balm. Boy, I've been teasing you guys about eventually trying this, and I still haven't. And then blush, it was the Too Faced Cloud Crush in Golden Hour. I think I might have tried this recently, but I don't remember, so that tells you everything you need to know. So I feel like I should try it again. Eyeshadow palette, the Milani Luminoso palette is what I was going to try. Lip color-wise, the Laura Mercier High Vibe Lip Color in Glow was what I was going to try. It's like a, I'll just swatch it for you. Very, very pigmented, creamy product. So bronzer-wise, I was going to try the Buxom Staycation Vibes. I've actually had this for a very long time, and I've still never tried it. And it is still sold, and it looks really pretty. So that one I'll eventually try. I think highlighter was the only category I didn't have a new one, so I didn't even have it as an option on the thing, if I'm remembering right. So if you are curious to see any of those new ones in action, I will be filming a new makeup, like trying new makeup video here very soon. I just did one. I do those at least once a month, sometimes more, because sometimes there's just a lot of launches. And then I give kind of more thorough follow-up reviews a month or two after in my speed review series. So we got a lot going on here. If you enjoyed this video, I really hope you'll subscribe. Stick around. I do makeup content, but I also do vlogs and things like that. I just love it. I love playing with makeup, so that's a big piece of it. So I hope you'll join me over on my Instagram as well. It is at It's Jessica Braun. Over there, I'm on my Instagram stories pretty much daily. If you want a little daily dose. And let me know if you did like this video by giving it a thumbs up. Comment below. Did you like it? Do you want to see more like this? Did you absolutely hate it? What are your thoughts on AI? I mean, you know, it's, I think, a little freaky. I feel like using it like this is simple. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, like I said, we're not going down that rabbit hole today, Jess. Focus. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.